You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bro Down Podcast. I'm Tim Fulton.
And I'm Andy Smith.
And this is Fight Fan Weekly.
Fight Fan Weekly. You get 2 episodes this week, 2 for the price of 1.
We're going to be talking about Rampage Jackson and his baby belly.
Yeah. I want to pick your brain on this and kind of, it made me think outside of what the actual issue that's going on here. It made me think of a couple things.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
I think this is, even though he's later in his career and all this stuff, I think that this is a good example of somebody's success being a hindrance.
Oh, okay.
Because Jackson fought at 205 most of his career. And he started going into heavyweight. And then he gained a little weight. And everyone was like, hey, stop. And then he gained a little more weight. But the problem was that he kept having moderate to good success.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would I change? And my question is I get it, but it's like, why do we have to wait until something dramatically bad happens for people to realize what they know? Like, he knew that he was overweight. He was 265 pounds. He knows that that's a hindrance. He knows it's not good.
And that wasn't even his walking weight. Didn't he say he had to cut to make weight?
Yeah, cut like a pound.
Oh, that was it?
Or maybe a couple pounds.
Oh, I thought it was
There was 265 on the limit.
Okay.
So he used to fight at 205. So clearly he's had the discipline to get down there before. It's not like he grew 3 feet.
That's fair.
And, he's had all these things and he's lost decisions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then he gets up to 265. Like,
that's a big boy.
Grossly overweight.
Yeah.
For a professional athlete, fighter, no less. And then he gets knocked out with one punch. And then he's like, you know what? I need to lose weight. It's like, you knew that you needed to lose weight.
Yeah.
You knew it. And it's just that pitfall. And granted, because he's older and all that stuff, I get it. But there is a certain thing where you're like, why would I change it if it's working out? It's working.
I think you just answered the question right there. He was having moderate success for a while. He was probably enjoying his lifestyle. Rampage Jackson doesn't have to prove anything to anybody at this point because he's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
So why would he... Yeah, he has the discipline to do so, but if he is going to be successful even moderately at this point, why would he completely alter his life? Does he have to lose weight? Abso-fucking-lutely. I think the difference here is now, he's a little bit older, so for him to be able to compete at heavyweight, not just heavyweight, but let's face it, not to be rude, and again, Rampage Jackson is a fucking legend, but he's competing at heavyweight fat.
Yeah.
It's not like he's
235, like, jacked.
Yeah, he's not carrying that weight well.
No.
So why would he...
Well, I guess the difference with Jackson and other people we've seen this happen to is that usually when we see this happen to people, they get horribly fucked up.
Yeah.
And with Jackson, it's like he had moderate success. Like, but his fights that he won, you're like, he could have looked better.
Yeah.
But it's like just enough to get it done. And he don't take damage and he don't really give a shit. But it is one of those things where it's like it takes a loss for someone to realize what a problem it is. And to be like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
But until then, like if he would have win against Fedor, I don't know if he loses weight.
Probably not.
Right? Like success.
Because why would he have to?
Yeah, and he also has the power.
Yeah.
That carries up with him. So it's like he always has that to rely on, which is, a lot of the guys that you see, not to say that this is all of them, but a lot of guys that don't have one particularly fantastic attribute are usually the guys that are always definitely in shape. Because they don't have anything to fall back on.
Yeah.
Their cardio and their in shapeness is their fucking weapon.
Yeah.
So, but the guys that have that one trick pony where it's like, I got this in spades over everyone. They do have that like, well, I don't need to run 6 miles today. Run 3 miles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting.
Rampage Jackson wasn't running 3 miles.
No.
No, I see your point. It's almost like the normal person equivalent of having like a health emergency where like we're like something that is your fault, whether it's like you're a smoker or you're just overweight or whatever it is, and you go to the hospital and you're like, oh, I need to change my lifestyle.
Yeah.
We've known that this entire time.
Yeah.
Why did it take you almost dying to consider that life has to change?
Yeah.
You see that with a lot of people. Some people just wait for that stuff to happen.
That's a good point. And you can't fake that.
No, you can't. It's a real emotion that people are feeling.
But you can't fake that, like, this changed the way I think about it.
Yeah.
Because you could know that eating candy every day is bad for you.
Everyone has knowledge.
But then when someone's like, you're pre-diabetic or you're diabetic, and you're like, oh, like, I don't look at candy the same way. I don't just be like, I look at candy differently now. Like, in your head, you're like, I don't look at it the same way. I never will again.
Yeah.
I guess it does take something traumatic for that to happen.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real.
Yeah.
And I would count being knocked out in a fight as something traumatic.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for a guy like him getting knocked. You know what I mean? He's known for a guy that takes damage. I think we actually might have just finally gotten somewhere.
If you watch our other podcast, you know that we don't solve things.
No.
We solve something.
It's a good one. Traumatic experiences change the way you think.
Yeah.
That probably was already known.
Someone angrily right now is typing, these fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So I think this was a short one, but I think that about wraps it up.
I think that wraps it up. Wrap it up. That's what she said.
Wrap it up, wrap it in. Let me begin. Actually, I'm going to end this with saying, let us know about Rampage Jackson's weight in the comments down below. Talk about it. I don't know. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's a thick-ass boy.
Go to brodownpro.com for all your brodown needs.
Yep. Go there. Like and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube and all the other ones.
Well, tell your friends.
All of them.
All of them. Go door to door. Solicit for us. Do something. Don't be a waste.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next time.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day.